Welcome, ladies, to the Real Estate Investor Show, providing inspiration, strategies, and insight to empower women investors to live balanced and financially free lives. Now, here are your co-hosts, Liz and Andresa.
So as we all know, negotiation is probably one of the most important skills you need to have as a real estate investor. Whether you're buying, whether you're selling, talking to a homeowner, negotiating with the bank, negotiating with private money, negotiating with partners, the list goes on and on. Negotiation is the skill to have to be successful in real estate investing.
But the problem is a lot of women don't feel comfortable doing it. They don't feel confident going to a negotiation match, right? And so what we are thinking is, how can we provide you? We are here to serve our community. And our goal is to provide you the skill set that you need to be successful. And one way that we all do to gain that skill set is like listening to podcasts, reading books. And when I read Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, I really understood the importance of negotiation. And we have a special event coming up tailored for you.
Yes, Chris Voss is the founder of the Black Swan Group, and we have one of his top instructors, Sandy Hine, who is a previous police officer, and she was a hostage negotiator. All right, so she knows what she's talking about when it comes to negotiation. She's providing a 90-minute live training for our community exclusively around specifically negotiation skills, and you cannot miss this event. It's March 25th at 7 p.m.
So click on the link below and save your seat today.
Welcome back, ladies. This is Liz.
And this is Andresa.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Investor Show, where we are on a mission and we have an enormous passion to empower women to live a financially free and balanced life. Mm-hmm. That is what we're up to. That is what our daily kind of charge is, if you will. Right, Andresa?
That is correct, among a lot of other stuff.
Among a lot of other stuff. And it's all about, giving you content around investing, but also holistically. And that's what we're up to with everything that we're involved in, from our podcast to our community, to our membership, to all the neat things that we have in store for all of you. So this week is all about what, Andresa? Our MINISODE session.
Our MINISODE, our 10-minute pill of content that it's really like packed, right? So, but we want to make sure that you consume. If you don't have any time to listen to it, you can have an opportunity while you brush your teeth to listen to this episode. So there's no excuse why you're not getting anything exciting or moving forward with your life and your business.
And every MINISODE, we're always encouraging. We're always doing this with everything we do, from our summit to all the stuff that we're up to. We're always trying to encourage you, do something with what you're learning. Do something with what you're listening to. That's for every podcast or anything you consume. After you close the book, you close the blog, you listen to the podcast. What one thing can I do as a result of this, me listening to this? I ask myself that too, with what I'm learning. So Andresa's going to talk about what? What are you talking about this week, so we can give these women something to take into their lives?
I'm going to talk about the power of asking.
Ooh, I like it. We all need a little help there. I'm all ears, Andresa. I could always get better with that too myself.
Oh gosh, we all, right? So talking about like where does that come from, right? Because women, we sometimes when you go like different types of conferences and things like that, I don't see a lot of hands going up. So if we look back, right, when we were in school, who are those folks that raised hands at that time? The people that didn't understand. So that's why they're raising their hands, the concept, right? That's the story, like the perception. Oh my gosh, that person raised a hand because he or she didn't know, therefore not smart or cannot figure out on their own. All those conceptions and like the shame of like, I don't understand. Can you repeat that? Right? I think that we evolved, the school system evolved, and we are evolving as we grow as a community. But for the women on our community, that's in them. So they take this to conferences and there's no hand going up. Even though there's a lot of people thinking about the same thing, there's no hand up. And when we're negotiating or requesting something, right, we have that guilt feeling or like, oh, the rejection. No, I was gonna say that like a quick and intense training to get over that is door-to-door sales, because you get about 60 doors slammed in your face and a lot of no's in order to get 2 or 3 yeses. So no, it just becomes like, okay, no, okay, whatever, let's go next. But I think that what I want to talk to you guys now is like, be aware and how to reframe that. So I want to talk about actually 3 different types of asking. The number one is like asking ourselves. What do I mean by that? Sometimes we wake up, we get started on our routine, and we go through the day without even looking or being aware about what do we want as women, not as mothers, as partners, as investors, as whatever, as you as a human being. What do you want? Do you really want to have coffee with that person? Do you really? Do you really want to, do business with X, Y, and Z people? Do you really want to do rehabs? Do you really want to do rentals? Do you really want to invest in apartment complexes in, I don't know, Atlanta, for example? There's nothing wrong with none of this, right? But my question is, do we ask ourselves, do I really want to do that? And I'm telling you right now, if it is not like a hell yeah, I'm super excited about this, it's a no. And we have a problem saying no, right? We don't want to even ask ourselves, because maybe, the answer is no. And you got to say that to somebody else. So I encourage you to start practicing more and more, and schedule a time. How am I feeling, right? If you have a journal, if you're following something, how am I feeling? What do I really want over here? And we all have this compass, this internal compass. When you are out of your route, your purpose, you're going to feel off. So that can tell you, I am more and more excited about working projects that I am like damn super excited about it. If I am not excited, I'm not going. Liz, Ashley, and I had a strategic meeting yesterday, and we were talking about our summit that's going to happen in June. And we throw a couple of titles there. And then Liz said, I'm not excited about it. Well, great, because we want to be all excited about it. So we knew that was not it, that we got to go somewhere else, until we did find a great title that we were all excited about it. I don't settle for nothing less than that, because then we know we are on the right path, because it feels connected, right? So the second ask that I will say is to our partners, right? Husband, wives, boyfriends, partners, you name it. When we ask them, you've got to be very clear, right? Well, if you're asking, for example, for support, you got to be very clear what support means. First, they don't read our minds, and they don't understand sometimes what we're talking about.
I wish people did, though, Andresa. Let's just be really straight here. It would be awesome if you could read my mind every day on every right. But we want this, but it's so unrealistic. But it would be nice if
right,
read our minds.
And it's funny, because for us, when we don't get the support that we really wanted, then we're upset with the person, because they're like, are you kidding me? I told you I needed support. But what does that mean? Then what does that really mean? Make it list it if you have to, have those conversations with your partner. Like, listen, I want to talk to you about, what do I mean when I say support? Does that work for you? Because this is just what I need right now. Or how can we make this work? Because in this business, you will need to ask for support. You won't be able to do it on our own, right? We have different trainings, different conferences, different things, right? And if you have kiddos, you've got to ask for support. There's no other way. And that does not make you less powerful than what you already are. So think about it, be very clear about that. And my third and last ask is like what we ask the universe, right? More towards in a spiritual sense. I'm very careful with what I put it out there through my mouth, because like when we think about something, it's already something, right? Not that good. So I need to avoid coming through my mouth. And when it comes through my mouth, the universe is gonna bring exactly what you are putting out there, right? The vibration. So when you are asking things, focus on asking for what you want instead of saying, oh my gosh, general contractors are hard. I just, wanted to avoid getting another person that is going to screw me over. Look at what the universe just heard. Contractor that screw her over. Okay, I'll give it another one for you, right? Think about it. The universe doesn't understand positive or negative, just understand the words that comes out of it. So focus on saying, I would like to have a contractor that is reliable. And I know that he or she is out there, somebody that is honest, that is going to come do the work, and we're going to continue doing business for years to come. Focus on that. A tenant. Yes, my house is for rent right now, and I'm only freaking getting like people that have, bills to pay and don't qualify, horrible credit scores. I can't stand that. Focus on saying, I envision, I see somebody, a family, nice family that pay their bills, that appreciate my rental, and it's gonna stay there for a long period of time. Focus on what you want instead of complaining or putting words out there. The vibration of those words are just gonna attract more than that. So think about it. The universe, God, whatever spiritual high energy that you believe, always think about how you are asking, right? And believe me, the timing is perfect. So if you didn't get it yet, it's because it's not the time yet.
I love it.
That's what I got for today. Power of asking.
I think that's so powerful. And it's so, you have to also look at yourself in the mirror. And there are some people, especially women, that have an easier time with this than others. And we're always about supporting other people. And then we don't even know what our own needs are sometimes. So not only do you need to ask, but you need to be aware of what to ask for, right? It's almost like a prerequisite. So love the topic, something we all can get much better with. And take that into, and as you're listening to Andresa today, I don't know about you, but I'm sure there was one person that's coming to mind, possibly that you need to be asking something for or from. In the next week, give you a challenge. Go out there and ask that person whatever you're feeling moved to ask them, and get the support that you need, because you're worth it.
Absolutely. And take one thing from this episode and move your life towards the vision that you have inside your head. Okay. Keep listening to us, participate on our Facebook community. We welcome all of you there as well. If you don't know we exist, yes, we do. We have a huge community that we welcome all the women who invest in real estate. And enjoy your day.
Absolutely.
If you enjoyed this podcast and want to receive updates on our next interviews, go to our website, therealestateinvestor.com. There, you can subscribe to our show, become part of our investor community, and get updates on upcoming episodes.
If you like our show, please share with other women who would benefit. And don't forget to leave us a rating on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. And as always, we encourage you to take one action as a result of today's show and put it into motion so you can live both a financially free and balanced life. Thanks for spending time with us.
Ciao.